Hi, I'm Autumn, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my reading goals for the month of August. So I said in my last video in my mid-year goal reviews that as a mood reader, I have a very hard time with setting and sticking to monthly TBRs. And so one of the things I wanted to do going forward was to set more general TBRs instead of trying to force myself to stick to a specific list every month. So going forward for August, I am deciding on the type of book I am in the mood for and then focusing on reading books that are like that throughout the month. And so my shelves are already organized by genre. So each shelf has a genre or two. And so I can simply pick a shelf to focus on, and all the books on that shelf will be very similar to each other. And so because for the past couple of months I have been really enjoying and obsessed with the Hardy Boys Adventure series and the Tom Swift Inventors Academy series, I decided to choose books that were similar to those to focus on for August. And so I chose my collection of vintage children's mystery and adventure novels. So I have those all together on a shelf. There are 33 books on that shelf. Obviously, I can't read that many books in a month. So I am continuing on with my goal that I set at the beginning of the year of reading 10 books a month. But instead of picking 10 books off of the shelf to read, I'm simply giving myself the freedom throughout August to pick up whatever 10 books appeal to me in that moment. So I can simply pick a book and read it and then pick the next book. And so instead of showing a list of books that I want to read, I am going to do just a mini little bookshelf tour showing you all of the books that I have on that shelf. And those will be the books that I'm going to focus on trying to read in August. So this is the shelf I'm going to be focusing on for August. This is my shelf of vintage children's mystery and adventure novels. It's arranged alphabetically by author and then numerically within any series that I own. So starting at the top, I have Over the Polar Ice and Pirates of the Air by Eustace L. Adams. The Clue in Blue by Betsy Allen. Beverly Gray's Scoop by Claire Blank. The Black Thumb Mystery by Bruce Campbell. Ginny Gordon and the Missing Heirloom by Julie Campbell. The Radio Boys Trailing the Voice by Alan Chapman. First Stop Honolulu. The Search for the Lost Flyers. The Lone Eagle of the Border. And Through the Air to Alaska by Franklin W. Dixon. The Clue in Witch Whistle Well by Marilyn Ezel. In the Shadow of the Tower. The Haunted Lagoon. The Secret at the Gatehouse. The Clue in the Ivy. And the Sierra Gold Mystery by Carolyn Keene. The Mystery of the Burning Ocean. The Mystery of the $1 Million Penny. And The Mystery of the Vanishing Lady by Mel Lyle. And then on the next shelf down, we have The Lone Ranger, The Lone Ranger and Tonto, The Mystery of the Timber Giant, and The Inca Luck Piece by Fran Stryker. The Mark on the Mirror, The Warning on the Window, The Spirit of Fog Island, The Black Cat's Clue, and The Phantom Friend by Margaret Sutton. Vicky Finds the Answer, and The Hidden Valley Mystery by Helen Wells. Dan Carter, Cub Scout and the River Camp by Mildred A. Wirt. And The Mercer Boys with the Coast Guard by Capwell Wyckoff. And so along with those books, I do have a few specific books that I do want to read in August. First of all, as you'll notice, I had on that shelf a few of the books in the Power Boy series, which I mentioned in my video of a series that I want to finish this year. So I do want to somewhat prioritize those books over the other books on the shelf. And then I also have a couple of library books that I also want to read in August. So the first one is The Secret of Baldhead Mountain. This was ghostwritten by Sam and Beryl Epson. They also ghostwrote the Ken Holt mystery stories, which are some of my favorite mystery stories, and so I wanted to read other books by these authors. And then I also have The Robot Olympics by Victor Appleton. This is the second book in the Tom Swift Young Inventor series. I read the first book in this series in June, and now that I have read all of the books that are currently out in the Tom Swift Inventors Academy series, I wanted to continue on with the Young Inventor series while I'm waiting for the next book in the Inventors Academy series. And then the last book I have is a nonfiction book. This is The Hardy Boys Mysteries, A Cultural and Literary History. This is a book about the history of the series and the changes that it has undergone, and the impact that culture and society has had on the series, as well as the impact the series has had on society and culture. The Hardy Boys is one of my favorite series of all time, and it has been one of the most influential series in terms of my reading. I know quite a bit about its history already, and am really excited to learn more. And so those are my reading goals for the month of August. Let me know in the comments below what your reading goals for August are.